to my channel, to Ramose TV. If you're new here, please like, share and subscribe. And today I want to just be answering or responding to your questions about Hamad bin Khalifa University Scholarship. I have received a lot of questions and I couldn't answer all the questions through typing. Typing takes a lot of time. So in this live stream, if you have any question related to scholarship, it might not be Hamad bin Khalifa University, it can be any other scholarship detail. Just drop it on the comment section. If I'm able to answer it, I'll just reply by answering it direct here live, so that there's no need for you to start contacting me through emails or through comments or even by sending on Instagram or getting my number and just texting me. So let's get started. I'll start with a lot of questions. I have some of them from the comment section. After I'm done with this, I'll go to some questions I received from Instagram, and also I'll go to other questions that I received from my mobile number or my WhatsApp number. So let's get started, guys. I'll be reading the question and responding to the question, but please guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you are new here, and share to people who need to apply for scholarship so that they can get benefit from this channel. Please, I love you all, guys. So let's get started. The first question, which I'll start on the comment section here, came from Noah KH, was asking, please, is the research proposal necessary for masters to get a scholarship? The research proposal necessary for masters to get a scholarship. This issue about research proposal is both mostly for masters and PhD. In most scholarship, as a master student, you need to declare to have this research proposal. If you have those researches that you did when you are finalizing your bachelor's degree, you can use those at proposal, or if you have other extra new coming projects or proposals for the research and other stuffs, just prepare them. I cannot say it like a research proposal, but it should be like project related. So it's very important for most of the scholarships. Sorry guys. So most of the scholarships, like on this part for the research proposal or project, is very required, especially for masters and PhD or doctorate applicant. But for undergraduate, is not that much mandatory. Guys, let me see if it's charging. Yep. Another question came from Muhammad Dek, was asking, when I get a scholarship of Hamad bin Khalifa University, food, health and education is free or not? So you see, other questions like just becomes as if someone didn't even watch the video. You already said the accommodation is free, the tuition fee is free, and they pay for you maybe flight ticket and other stuff. So someone is asking again, food is on accommodation. So when they pay for you for accommodation, that means in the living expenses. So living expense, health, for the health, they'll be paying for you for medical insurance. So medical insurance or health insurance, which you can use it to get treated in any of the public hospitals, sometimes private hospitals. You find some of them just you can have paying extra fees, but with public hospitals or government hospitals, you just get treated free of charge when you have the health insurance. It covers all the expenses. So health and education is free because they pay for you the tuition fee. So all other remaining things are paid, tuition fee and other stuff. Even the flight ticket they pay for you. I think Muhammad Dek, now you got the idea, so you won't disturb us later on. But please guys, before asking questions, sometimes it's better to just listen to the video first, to watch the video, to understand. If someone didn't talk about that thing, is over, you can ask. If someone maybe talked just but not in detail, or briefing, then you want to get extra clarifications about you can ask. But you just come, you ask a question that someone has already answered, Okay, another question came from Safa Travel Agents Limited, was asking, you have demonstrated the application of the course. Where is the application for the scholarship? That, I don't know, he or she, but was saying, I demonstrated just the application of the course. Why the application for the scholarship? So the application for the scholarship and the application for the course is the same, but to apply for scholarship, you need first to start by selecting a course which you are applying for. As you have seen on my video, I started by choosing an engineering department. So you select the department, is whereby you go there so they know already what category are you applying for. If it's undergraduate, maybe if it is masters, or applying for PhD. So by the time when you click the particular course first and the level, then when you go to register and other stuff, so they already know category which they will be giving the application form, and then pops out the list for the documents which you need to submit with you, especially just direct from your level of the application. If you are applying for undergraduate, the necessary or documents required will be different from someone who will click or who will select the course that will be studying masters, because they'll need maybe proposals like this project and other stuffs, or even for PhD. So that's why you need to first start by selecting the course, then you go on with the application. But there's also one question over here, I think I'll answer it again later, that someone, it just happened, like clicking on the link, they send you somewhere whereby this application cannot be reached. It cannot be reached just because you started on the wrong step. So you went as if you are applying as if you are already admitted student, or already a student at HBKU, Hamad bin Khalifa University. You are studying over there, so you enter or you wanna log in just like a student over there while you are still new applicant. So that's why they tell you this isn't reachable. Another question from Rabia Shah was asking, I don't have any of the English proficiency. I don't have any of the English proficiency certificate. Will they accept? Yes, they accept. They accept, and I explained in the video, you have options which you can use. If your courses if you are applying for undergraduate, or if you are applying for masters, or you are applying for PhD, let's say if you are applying for undergraduate, if your high school studies were done in English language, then you need to go to the high school which you graduated. You tell them, they write for you a notification, a notifying letter, like stating that all the subjects or all the courses were done, all the department were studied in English language, to be stamped from the academic or the school which you have graduated from, for undergraduate, high school I mean. Then that part you will use it to put it at the part where they read the English proficiency test, and then you will not be in need of this test. But also this scholarship doesn't need the English proficiency test. If you don't have one, they will cover for you also to get that English proficiency test directly from the university. They'll pay for you to get that also test, so you don't need it. But let me go on, for people who are applying for masters, so if your bachelor degree were done in an English language, then go to the university you graduated from, then tell them they write for you a notification that all the subjects were pursued in English. But if for PhD, the same, who are applicant, they should go in master studies, getting a document declaring that all the studies were pursued in English. But what if the studies were pursued in other language apart from English? Maybe you were pursued in your native language, French, Spanish, Portuguese, or other Hindi, or any other language. So if it is, then you don't need to worry about this. You don't need to put that part for English proficiency. So what you'll do, you just apply as if you don't have. So when you get accepted, then they'll pay for you, they'll cover for you to do that test, the university themselves. So you don't need to worry about that. To another question was asking, this question came from Irmanisa, was asking, I think I'm late for prepare apply to this scholarship. You are not late, you aren't late, you are still, we have time up to February, so you aren't late, you aren't late. You know, if you qualify, just apply. And how do I mean, what do I mean when I say if you qualify? If you got all the eligibility criteria, then just apply. There's no need to worry about any other stuff. Then another question came from Hafsa Amir and was asking, I'm class of 2020, yet I didn't get my certificate. Can I apply it with my transcript? If you are sure that until when the application deadline will be closing, you won't have the certificate, you want to graduate, then you can apply using the transcript. So, but if you are sure that you will graduate before and be able to get your results before to the closure or the ending for the deadline for the application, then you need to wait until you grab that until you graduate and get your certificate from. So if you don't have, or if you are still in your last year of studies and you are sure that by the time when you graduate, or you will graduate earlier before to the beginning of the academic year in this university, if you get accepted for the scholarship, then you can apply by using the transcript. So when you use the transcript, on the part where they wanted to put your certificate of graduation, or certificate for high school if you're applying for bachelor, or certificate for bachelor degree if you're applying for master, or certificate for master's degree if you're applying for doctorate or PhD, then you can use the transcript at that level now. And what is transcript is just the summary of everything that has been going through, summary of all the exams, internal exams in your school or in your university, which you are doing prior to the final exam of completing your studies. So that's summary of all those or the portfolio that shows all those works, all those exams. That's the transcript. So it's just easier. Sample of it, how to get it. If you don't know it, just go on Google. Everything is over there. So this was from Farah Ismail. Thank you so much. Thank you too. Then there's another question from Tawir Haidar. Can you please show me GPA scale format so that I can get an idea how to make mine? This video I'll film it tomorrow. I'm working on that, so by tomorrow I'll upload it, how to scale your performance into GPA, at least how can you get an equivalence. Another question from Sharif Bundara. Thanks brother, you explain it clear and make it easy. After completing my high school I'll apply. Okay, thank you. You too. I just try my best. Another question came from Aisha Muonge. Can I have you wanted to ask some questions? Okay. Another question, Mohammed Sadiq. Do you know when do they reply to application or invitation? So after the application deadline passes, they close and other stuff. It takes some times. Is up by they start posting on their website for a follow-up and other stuff. So by now, let us focus just on application. Other things will just catch up after the application session. Then another man, I wonder, ACT or SAT required? I'm so confused. No, it is not required. It is not required. It is not required. So ACT or SAT exams are not required. It is not required. And another, so Saiful Islam Shibab, also you should know that it is not required. Another question which came from Ali Reza Fakirzada was asking, bro, in our country we don't have anything like CGPA, we only have 10, 11, 12 grade transcript. Shall I translate that into English? No, I think translation there is no need if because some people you find in the country they use Arabic, but also this other part is also found, maybe they have also translated, you can get also the transcript or other documents in English. There's no need to translate because translating is way more expensive to go to notaries and other stuff, these lawyers, you know. So there's another question, only science bachelor's student can apply? Yeah, only one course for those who are undergraduate, only one course, only one. Another question, where do you live? I live at home. Another question from Sarah Kamara, just was wondering, what do you write for personal statement, and also is there a specific CV format, and what about the grades of GRE? I'm planning to apply for PhD in Islamic finance. So she was wondering how to write the personal statement. Personal statement is just you write explaining or expressing your interest to that scholarship, and the interest also to that country, or interest also to that university which you are applying, your interest. So mostly stick on the culture, if it's language, or if it's the country in general, or the weather, anything interesting for you to move to there. Maybe the area where you are living, the country which you reside is way more different, and you don't have the access maybe for a certain weather, but that weather maybe is just found in that country where you are applying. Like maybe you are applying this, like Hamad bin Khalifa, let's say this Qatar, and you wanna get exposed maybe to get in the desert and other stuff, or to get that feeling for the weather and other stuff. So this one will guide you onto that, so you can stick on the personal statement to make them for you to attract them to select you. Another question, and also, is there a specific CV format? There is no specific CV format, but there is I can say an average European Union CV format, and the CV is just easier. They need your document, they need to see your background, just background details. If is your background about the school, about work experience, your current education level, and other stuff. So you can just take from Google, and that is very easy. Welcome. Don't forget to like the video, and if you're new here, please subscribe. You can ask any question. And also, Sarah, you are asking, and what about the grade for GRE? GRE is not required in this scholarship. It's just they don't need IELTS or TOEFL and other stuff. You are planning to apply for a PhD in Islamic finance. Well, congratulations and best wishes in your application. And this, could you please help me? Yeah, okay. So now I'm done with these questions which came on the comment section. Now I need to go on the question that came from my Instagram, and others also that pops out from my WhatsApp. So I think this question just repeated. It says, if I want to ask you about Hamad bin Khalifa scholarship, is the research proposal necessary for admission for master or just for PhD? This question I think has repeated, the one which I've also send me on WhatsApp. Another question came from Farhan all the way from Somalia, and was asked, I watched your video that talks about Hamad bin Khalifa University scholarship, so I wanna ask you, I get married, I have already my passport, but my wife doesn't have. So, salam bro, welcome so much. So I wanna ask you, I get married, I have already my passport, but my wife doesn't. So it is compulsory when I apply the scholarship to fill with both passport. Guys, don't forget to like the video. You can ask any question related to scholarship, or any question if you wish to ask, you can just ask, feel free. So this question came from Farhan from Somalia, and was wanted to apply for the Muhammad Kulane. Hi, don't forget to like the video, and you can ask any question which you wanna ask about scholarship. So this Farhan was asking, I don't speak Turkish. Shuna, I've forgotten already. So was asking like he is married and he wants to apply for the scholarship. You know, on this Hamad bin Khalifa University, there's a part where we say that married people, they have the allowance for the marriage, you know, the family allowance and other stuff. So once, and was asking, just him has the passport but his wife doesn't have, so is it compulsory to put all the two passports together? No, there is not compulsory, but unless maybe you have all the passport and you wanna put, but because you are just applying, sorry guys, because you are okay. How to write a personal statement? Well, that question I've just answered it. How to you should give a sample. Okay, well, on the personal statement or motivational letter as well. Okay, I'm doing at Ovidius University. So you asked about motivational letter. How exactly do you do it? How do you write your personal statement? Personal statement, for it to be standing out, you need to stick on, let's say, like 3 things. First, you need to let's say 4. You need to stick on one thing that says about your cause which you are applying, the cause, and why do you think that cause, why do you relate it to that country? Like, why should you that cause you pursue it from a particular country which you are looking? If you want to study engineering, why should you do engineering in China or Japan? Is it because they have highest technology? Or if you are doing a certain, maybe you want to pursue like maybe Islamic studies, why you want to do it at Hamad Khalifa bin University? Is it because they it is an Islamic country, and why it will be easier for you to survive and getting adapting yourself to the environment? So you need to stick on those things. Like, if your personal statement, your motivation is just like you are answering the question. Yeah, so it's just like you're answering the question, but based on your opinion. So question can be like, why is your cause, or how is your cause, why should you start that cause at this country and at this university? Why? You can keep there the relation and other stuff. Also, you can base yours on the culture. Like, maybe you're interested in the culture of style, maybe Arab or Islamic culture, and that's why you wanna move to there, because it will be easier for you to get used and to live as well. But also, apart from that, can be a language. You can stick also on the language. So maybe you wanna go there and have much of the practice for the Arabic language if you know, and get exposure also maybe to explore about their culture and other stuffs. That's how. And also on how you will give back to the community, dependent on the course which you are studying. How that course which you are pursuing department will it help your community back. Let's say, for example, I'm doing engineering or I'm doing medicine, and I have a plan. When I get back, I can open even a little clinic whereby I can take care for elders by helping them, those who aren't able to afford the expenses and other stuff. So that's like your future plan. But these are just thoughts, because we aren't sure like we'll reach all those goals which you are planning, all those things which you are trying to explore and say them from outside. No, it's not like that. We're just saying or giving out our thoughts, though in future we might change it. Yeah, because when you stick at this point that you wanna just grab the education, because maybe if you wanna study in Qatar, because Qatar maybe is with high technology and the good environment, you wanna experience that and get the exposure for the environment surrounding around. When you get back, this technology or this exposure acquired, you will send it back to your community where you are coming from, because they want that point for you to give back to the community. Because if you just take the knowledge you grabbed or you got it from this country, then you wanna explore and establish your life here, nobody will give you the scholarship, nobody, because there's no any sponsorship who will take you something from you have zero. You cannot afford to pay for yourself to bring any income into this country. Okay, I'll answer your question a little bit. So, because they want to give back to the country, so you cannot just come and leave, they pay for you, study, and then you stay here, take their job and other stuff. So it's very hard. So you should stick on giving back to the community. So you're asking when we'll start the second semester for Vidus University, because I want to apply for Erasmus. I think it will start on February, because starting from January 12, January 15, and other stuffs will be opening, and we'll just be doing the exams to finish the first semester. So after finishing the first semester, there's a little holiday like 2 weeks. So let's say from February 5 or 20 and other stuff, 5 or 10 other stuff from February, it will be starting the second semester. So I think, bro, who you asked your question, Muhammad, I answered you, right? If I answered you, or if you don't understand, if there's somewhere you didn't understand, I cannot sit here and just give you like a perfect, maybe my sample, maybe I use it to apply to this university, or I read someone else's personal statement. That won't happen, because we differ on thoughts, and some people, when you give them all the sample, they wanna copy and paste, and later on it becomes hard. So how easy can you do it to prepare your own personal motivation or personal statement? Don't wait until you get a concrete or a complete sentence to start a good outstanding intro to start writing the personal statement. If you have a phone, or if you're using an iPad, using a laptop, start typing of anything, any ideas, as if you are answering their questions. When you are typing the question, you get a rough personal statement, then start modifying it. Modifying is very easy, and you can get more vocabulary to improve it. I think that's all I can say what you can do. So I think, yeah. Any question you can ask. I think I replied that. Okay, there's another question. came from, no, there's no name, but my friend, I want to ask you one question. When I try to apply the scholarship, it doesn't allow me to apply. What is wrong? So what is wrong is because you are using the wrong link. It's the correct link, but you find it's ahead, like you need to start from before where you're starting now. So the link which I put down on the description of that video for Hamad bin Khalifa University, when you click at that link, it will send you direct from a fresh website where you need to start from. So you now who it brings you, like you cannot reach that site. That means you are one step ahead of the link which I provided. That means now you are using the link as if you are a student studying at that university. So you are just while you are a candidate applying, new applicants and other stuff, you are still new, you are not already registered to the system. So you need to click that link from that video of the description. Click on that link, go to a part, you can choose the course. After I choose the course, go to a part, you can log in and sign in, and that's how. Muhammad, Mr. Muhammad, I have a Facebook, but I don't use it. I have a Facebook goes by Ramose as how it is written on the channel, Ramose. I have, but I don't use it. I open it rarely. Instagram, yeah, that's only I use mostly. Facebook, rarely I use it. I don't know why, but it can pass even 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 1 month without opening Facebook. So I don't use it. I rarely use it. Thank you too for watching and other stuff for supporting. So I wish you best application and hopefully you'll make it. For Erasmus apply, should I send email to Christina Elena? No. What you can do, you can just go to, is it on there? You should go to the Erasmus office at the university. So from there, is it Omer or on there? I forgot the name, guys, sorry. So they will send your application to videos to Christina direct, and when Christina accepts you, to Ondel, so I was right. Okay, so go to Ondel and tell him you want to apply for the scholarship. Then no, you want to apply for the Erasmus. Don't laugh, I just forgot the name, I was confused in my mind. So tell Ondel, Mr. Ondel, you want to apply for the Erasmus exchange for this second semester at Ovidis University. He will send your application to Christina Ellen. When he sends the application, then Christina will reply you will reply through your email. Astaghfirullah. Will reply on your email. When she replies to your email, you can start chatting with her for other procedures. So it's very easy. Yani Türkçem gitmiş ya. Onder Bey gideceksin, söyleyeceksin, Ovidus Üniversitesi'nde başvuru yapmak isteyeceksin. Onu senin yerinde email olarak gönderecek buraya. I forgot the Turkish language, I'm sorry. So he's the one, but when he applied, if you have you are welcome. But if you have the email for Christina, you can send, but you cannot apply for your own. But also you can do that. Just take your documents, also send to Christina, but make sure Mr. Onder is the one sending the documents, because when he sends himself, it is easier for you to get accepted. You cannot apply on your own. When he sends your documents, then Christina Elena you'll be nominated from the university, so she will contact you through the email, and you start other processes like send you the acceptance letter, sending you the visa application or the dormitory accommodation, the other stuffs. Then after that they send you the documents for application for the visa. You apply for the visa and you travel. Yeah, it's very easy, just like that. Okay. So I think I answered this question. Also, there is another question came from +252. I don't know which country this. It is must that the document must be a PDF, and how could it be possible that? Yeah, it is must the documents should be in PDF. How it is possible, and how can you make that, bro? It is very easy, Mr. Muhammad. How can you do that? Go on Google. No. If you're using a mobile phone or if you're using a laptop, just go on Google and type, if your documents are in image, type maybe PDF converter or PDF maker, and you can change your documents into PDF format. So when you change your documents, your documents must be in PDF. So when you how do you change your documents into PDF? It's very easy. And on Qatar University, I remember I talked about one thing, that was about there are limited documents to put up on. So you need to combine your documents. Put your document for the school. Let's say you wanna put your certificate for undergraduate, or you wanna put your high school certificate plus undergraduate, or you wanna put your bachelor certificate and your master's certificate because you're applying for PhD. If you need to put more than 2 documents in PDF, so scan one PDF, the other one, then you combine them to be one PDF. So you just upload as one file. But when someone over there on the center, on the admission center, when they click on your document, they open up, they'll find it. In one file, there are 3 documents. So they will see your certificate for bachelor, or your high school certificate, or your master's certificate. So that's how the application is very easy. That's how it is done. So you need to, if you don't know how to make PDF, but you have your documents scanned, then go on Google, just check on the type of the document which they are. If they're in JPG, I don't know which is image format, or PNG format, then right there maybe JPG to PDF converter, free converter. They pops out some links which are online. You click to that link. When you click to that link, you choose the file from your phone if you're using the phone, or you choose the file from your computer if you're using a computer, or you choose a file from the laptop, choose the file from the iPad or your tablet if you're using, then you upload it to the internet, then you click convert. Then you convert it into PDF, and you can combine them if you want to. Then after that, you download, the file will be saved into a device. After there, open the part to upload, click that file, you upload it. That's how easy and quick it can be done. And those free online editing or PDF converter are just free of charge. I've used them several times in many times which I've passed when I was making PDFs on sending my documents somewhere. So I've used them a couple of times, and just I do sometimes on my mobile phone. If you're using Android, is way more easier, because for Apple sometimes it's hard to download some documents from Google unless it should be from Safari and other stuff. Did I answer it correct, or is there any doubt still you have, Mr. Muhammad or Mr. Afghan Beshaslan? Yeah, so try your best to apply, and don't just stick on applying only one scholarship. No. try to apply as much as you can if you have the chance. You know, the good issue about scholarship application is that when you just apply one scholarship, so when you apply for that, you get all the documents. When you have the document which you have used to apply one scholarship, the same document you can use them to apply other scholarships. What you'll be changing, you just change a little bit. If the title or the theme for the main content in the personal letter or motivational letter was Hamad bin Khalifa University, now you change it into Qatar University, and you just look Qatar, what is there, you change just a little bit, but the main points remain the same. You know, so it's very easier when you just complete all the document for a single scholarship application. Then you are eligible and you are able to apply for many scholarships, especially if you got the passport for traveling passport, if you got traveling passport, if also you got the traveling passports, if you don't have the English proficiency test. But if you got the equivalent of English proficiency test, which I talked about here, was the declaration letter from the school you graduated from, being the high school or being the high school for bachelor or being the university for master's application or being for PhD, the same. All the documents you get them from university. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes. If you have any doubt, you can just ask down there and I'll feel free to reply to your doubts. Let me check. I'm still on budget, on charge. It's okay. So I go on to this question here. This question came from +252. I don't know which country this was asking. Hey, I don't have a passport, but I have an identity card. So can I use it? That one. No, you cannot use the ID card at a place where they need a passport number. But some scholarships, they come with those two options, like the scholarship for Hungaricum Stipendium Scholarship. That came with two options. If you have the national ID or the country ID as well, in Tanzania they use NIDA, kitambulisho cha taifa. So when you got the national ID, you can use that to apply instead of the passport. But if you have the passport also, you can use to apply. You don't need to have the national ID. But most of the scholarship, if you have the passport, then you got everything. You don't need any extra documents, national ID and other stuff. So if you are able to get the passport, then it's better, hassle for it, get it, because most of the scholarship, they need a passport for application. Few of them, they need your national ID, just like maybe, let's say, Hungary Stipendium Scholarship, let's say Turkish government scholarship, let's say another, this Hamad bin Khalifa, I think it had also the option for the national ID. If not, that was Qatar, I think. Between those two, one had that option. So when you have those options, between those options, if you have just national ID, so you are limited only to few scholarships to apply to. For Turkish government scholarship, even if someone doesn't have the national ID, just you have your birth certificate of birth, or you can use that to apply. So, but for other scholarships, you find they have much more criteria or documents they request, such as they go beyond national ID, they need the passport. And to get the passport is hard in every country, as at first I just thought it was easier, like, let's say, I thought it was easier just because maybe in some country to afford was easier. Maybe I thought in other countries, like when you go to Europe or somewhere, maybe every country or every local citizen will have the access to passport, but it's still the same. Even in these European country and other countries, still is struggling with passport. Very few people have the access to passport. Most of them, majority, are just students without a passport, with national ID. And that's how life goes by. So unless people who are willing to travel abroad with other, either for studies or for tourism and other stuff, are the one who have the chance to get the passport. I think I answered that question correct. And I come to another question. This question came from +254. This is Kenya. So this from Kenya, the question is about Qatar University. The subject given by Qatar, they only display some opportunities subject. Yeah, only this. Okay, most you cannot get the subject or subject you plan to study. Yeah, it is a problem. Yeah, it is a problem in one way, but sometimes it is not a problem also. Why it is a problem or why it is not a problem? Those subjects which are displayed for you to study sometimes might not be the one you want to apply to, and just that counts because when they are offering scholarships or sponsorships, they have their priorities in just specific field. They don't open in scholarship like free scholarship to all fields or all subjects taught in their entire country. They don't do that like that. Yeah, it is good to select the nearest subject or subject than yours. Also, you can select depend, but the good issue is select the nearest related. So this happens because every country they have their priority. That's why only those subjects which are revealed are the one which the scholarship can cover. For example, I can take the sample for medicine. There are very few scholarships for medicine. Even the scholarship to study in India, they cover all other department, other subjects, but they don't give you the subject for this we call what medicine. They don't give for medicine or medicine related department. They don't give. But if you want to study engineering, they offer. Why? Because that subject for medicine is very important in their country. So they cannot give scholarship for people from outside to come and access their potentiality. And if you want to go maybe to study in Russia or to study in another country, you cannot find to go to study the course which is related to military at those countries or petroleum and other stuff under scholarship. It's very hard. So you find they give you options on they feel they can offer to outside world, and apart from that others they remain inside. So if you want to study maybe medicine in India, you need to pay for yourself. But if someone want to study engineering in India, can apply for scholarship. So if you want to study medicine in Russia, you need. But if someone want to study chemical engineering in Russia, then there's a scholarship will pay for him or her. So those subjects are just few depending on the country potentiality, which department or which subject they want to offer to you. But they want, it is very hard for them to give you everything, to give you all other department subject. And sometimes it happen too because you find maybe in that country their studying system is different from your country, because other country you find if you want to do bachelor in microbiology, you can find a degree of bachelor in microbiology. But other countries you find you cannot study bachelor of microbiology. What you need to do, you need to study another department where Bachelor of Microbiology is located inside. For example, you study medicine. So in medicine, inside medicine, you study microbiology, or you study pharmacy. Inside pharmacy, you study microbiology. You said and two, what do you mean? Oh, you deleted. Alright, Muhammad, so I think I made it clear. If you have any doubt, it's better you keep it out, and I try my best to elaborate if I know it. If I don't know it, I'll tell you straight. Yeah, guys, new coming guys, don't forget to like the live stream, and please subscribe if you are new here. Please. So let me finish with, there are these questions also here, like how many, still way more to go. I'm about finishing. This question was about Qatar University, and I was asking, hi brother, I was sent this by a friend of mine and I found it very interesting. Okay, my question is, apart from the Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, is there any bachelor course? I have a diploma certificate. Can I use it to, I should apply for a bachelor's first? So here there are two questions. First, he is asking, is there only a course where someone, bachelor is only Qatar University, are they offering only the bachelors in what? In computer, bachelors of only provide one course, that is bachelors in science of computer engineering, only that course. Other bachelor they don't give. Other bachelor they don't give. And another question here, I have a diploma certificate, can I use it to apply for masters? My brother, you have a diploma, so you cannot use a diploma to apply for masters. If you have a diploma, you just use a diploma to apply for degree, so you cannot, because diploma is considered equivalent to, what is this happening? I see some notification here. Okay, because when you have a diploma, is considered to be equivalent to the high school level. So you just apply for bachelor or undergraduate, and they cannot apply for masters. Okay, Mohammed, you are asking, are you studying bachelor's, master's, or PhD, Mr. Ramose? Yeah, I'm doing bachelor's in medicine and surgery, so I'm just still getting by, I'm just still doing my bachelor's in medicine. Yeah, so that's how I don't feel what and what, but I think it will just be okay with the time it will be okay. So I'm doing bachelor's. Yeah, let me finish with other questions. Okay, another question came from +62, which is Malaysia. This, I think. Hello, Mr. Ramose, I want to ask information. Okay, thank you for the response. In case I don't have any English scores and I want to apply for scholarship, is there a scholarship without English scores open at 2021 except Romanian and Turkey? Because I already prepared for the information. I want any bachelor degree. So he was asking, his name is Adam from Malaysia, was asking that is there any scholarship that doesn't need the English test apart from Turkey government or Romanian government? Yes, there is this scholarship like Hamad Hamad bin Khalifa University, and there are also many more scholarships you can just take from the channel. Watch back my videos. Some of them I've explained if they need. Even Hungary stipendium also doesn't require they don't need the English proficiency. There is Azerbaijani government scholarship, it doesn't need also the English proficiency. So there are way more scholarships someone can apply without needing to have what? To have the English proficiency test. Okay, another question is said, but the problem, my school don't use English language because I'm from Indonesia and I check Hamad bin Khalifa University scholarship, but they need English evidence. No, I didn't apply. I was just sharing the information about how to apply because I'm still studying, so I'm still on my way. I'm not even near to graduation, so I cannot apply for any other opportunity to study. I'm still studying medicine here, and I still have a long way to go. So I didn't apply, but I did a demonstration to how someone can apply, so that will be easier for others who are struggling on finding the perfect platform where they could learn how to apply, because it's just easy. And we did some, you can find some, you have the experience because maybe you did the application back then before being studying somewhere else. So that's how I can say. I don't know if I answered it clear, sometimes. Yeah, but let me change the light here into, should have white, right? Yeah. Yep, so just like that. So he's asking, but the problem, my school don't use English language because I'm from Indonesia and I check Hamad bin Khalifa University, but they need English evidence too. And then optimal also, the passport requirement can change with national ID because I don't have a passport. No, passport cannot be exchanged with national ID. I already answered that question. Another question, you said your university in Indonesia didn't do the languages, or they didn't do the course in English. So that's another problem. It's not a problem. What you need to do, just apply. Then they'll pay for you to do the English proficiency test. So I think I made it clear. Yeah, it is an option to fill or not. Option, if you have it, you fill. If you don't have it, they'll pay for you when you go to take the test. So I have almost three questions here to go. This question came from Ginwa El Masri. Was asking, hello, I've come across your YouTube channel and I found your HBKU Hamad bin Khalifa University application video very helpful. I wanted to kindly ask, do you have any idea how can I also be part of the research center program along with a master's degree? Thank you in advance. So if you applied and you want to apply to be part of the research proposal and other stuff, it is better on the beginning because there's that category for the research. So it's better when you're applying, prior to submitting, you choose that part for the research because it is also searchable, clickable. You can click at that part so that you combine it to be considered. First, if you're eligible, because there is some category there. Maybe if you're under this country coming under this scholarship, if you are from this country coming under this scholarship, so there's way more categories available at that part like that. So I think my advice is that if you are applying, just check the eligibility and click on that. Mr. Ramose, it is must to have an English certificate like 12 or others when applying scholarship. No, it is not must. If the courses which you studied were, if you did your studies in English, it is not It is not must. You ask me, it is not must, right? Or compulsory? No, it is not must if the university you studied or the high school you graduated, all the subjects were taught in English. It is not a must. What you can do to get only some scholarships, but not every country can go with that system. Only some countries. Because why do I say that? Because these countries, they are looking for, when they put the English proficiency test, it means they need you to prove your English. So it means they promote much English language. Why those countries you find their native language is not English? For example, you are applying to Qatar and they need English proficiency test. But in Qatar, their native language is not English. Maybe they speak Arabic. So their plan is that when you go to Qatar, you learn Arabic. So they want to promote their native language. If you study to Romania, you need to learn the Romanian language. You study in Turkey, you need to learn Turkish language. You study in China, you need to learn Chinese. Japan, Japanese language and other stuff. So that is just the criteria. But if you did all your studies in English language at the university or at high school, go to that school which you graduated from and tell them to write for you a declaration letter, which is a short format letter declaring that all the studies this Muhammad performed here, all the studies were in English. Then that document will use it to put where they need a TOEFL exam, because when you're applying, they're just looking, oh, this guy did all the subjects in English, okay? So he knows English. If he passed with these grades in an English teaching medium school or university, then probably he knows English. So they just focus on their own target, because their target is to improve their own language, to expand their own territory by having more people who can speak their native language. So my advice is just get all those ones. So I don't know, did you graduated from a high school or university that teaches in English or not? Can you answer me there? Your high school or your university, was it teaching in English all the subjects, all the lectures? Well, another question, one more question away from the last. This question came from Mahad Abdi Ali was asking, I want help. What help? I want apply in Hamad bin Khalifa University facility that I need, bro, to apply the scholarship. Facilities that I need to apply for scholarship. So facilities, what are facilities? Did he mean criteria or other stuff? But I think if you watch the video and you ask the question from the video, it will be easier for me to reply, because you have reduced much of the entire job that I'll do, replying you starting from the beginning as if I'm doing another video, as if I'm doing another rehearsal and other stuff. Okay, there is another question. This was from Nazmia. Was asking, I wanted to apply, but I don't know how to apply. Qatar University. So if you want to apply and the universities, how to choose the universities is very easy. Go on Google and type top 10 best universities maybe in that country, and when they pops out, or if you're applying like Qatar, because you're applying only to University of Qatar, so choose the course that you want to apply from there. So go on Google and write Qatar University courses offered for undergraduate courses. Then you see the courses or master's courses, then you see and PhD courses. Then choose from those courses which you want to apply to. Then is about when you come here and you applying for scholarship, you know strictly which course you want to get enrolled into, and don't just go there okay, whatever course I'll apply to, no, it won't be good. Yeah, bro, you can apply with it. With it, yeah, you can apply. Make sure it has a stamp or seal, we call stamp, from the school which you graduated. Make sure it have the stamp. Or if you don't have, like you told me, yeah, you have the certificate but it's not like TOEFL IELTS, they wanna just know if you know the language. That's all important, but it depends also on the countries and the countries. For example, like Indonesia scholarship, or scholarship to study in Sri Lanka, or study in India and other stars, what will English do with them, you know? So sometimes they just put this criteria just like to attract, to show the competitive, or to make it sound more professional, but they don't look, or they don't focus much on those things. So, and one more thing, if during your middle school or secondary school, you did you studied English language, and on your certificate for graduation of the secondary school, you have the English language indicated over there. Maybe you got B, A, C, whatever marks you had, whatever later you managed to secure the performance, you can use that certificate to put it at the part where for the language. So put it there, and you can just highlight that part showing the English language studied in the school. English language studied at a school. Put that, highlight that part. It will be just easier. Or some people who did high school, high school, there's this combination. Maybe you do economics, English, literature, English, and also I usually did that subject also English related. You can use that, put it at the part for the English proficiency. These 12 IELTS, SAT, ACT, and other stuff, they shouldn't confuse you, because they're just names. And not every country, when they put they need TOEFL or IELTS, they don't mean it. Not every country they mean it. They meant, okay, we need it. No, they just put it to make it more professional. Because if other scholarships up, they need that. Why shouldn't them put that? So they put there just to make it sound like they are more professional, but they won't look much at that. They will be edge. If you qualify on the edge, if you qualify on the edge, you qualify on the age limit, you qualify on the nationality of the application, and also maybe you qualify for other stuff. When you qualify for all, you don't need to worry about other stuffs. You don't need to worry about what will happen in other stuff. So I think, guys, that will be the end. Do you have any extra question? Because I'll be ending my live stream. Yeah, I think it has been a great conversation up to now, and I think I'm waiting for your question. If you don't have any, I should be closing. On Qatari, I don't know if I said on CV. Did I? Guys, Mr. Muhammad, I'm sorry, because sometimes I do a lot of videos, so I cannot remember every criteria at a particular scholarship. But if I said they need a CV, a CV, I saw it, they wanted was the Romanian government scholarship. Is the one which I saw, they wanted the CV. Why is it? Okay, the Romanian government scholarship, the one which I saw, they wanted a CV. Qatar, if they need, if from my video they say, I said they want, from what I read from there, because now it has been a long time since I did the video and I've been going on with other life, you know. So if I said from the video that they need the CV, and you are asking here, let me check here. Okay, you are asking, is it must to have a CV when you're applying to Qatar scholarship, and how? I can say it is a must, and it is very easy, bro, to make your own CV. It's very easy. Just go on Google. Let me give you a trick. Go on Google and type CV maker. They'll pop out. Then you'll be feeling that's like answering some questions. Okay, what are your job experience, what are your hobbies and other stuff. Then at the end, you go until the end, you can download the free CV made from, and even some of the words you just choose. Okay, maybe I see this character, this sentence is related to me. You choose, you select. So go on Google and type CV maker or curriculum vitae maker, you know, or sample. It pops out. Or maker will be easier, or creator. So when it pops out, click the link, look for online CV maker, or CV online maker, or CV maker online and other stuff. When it pops out, click on any other of the link, go to the part where you'll be answering some questions. They ask you your name and other stuff. To make a CV, it takes a time, let me say like 10 to 15 minutes. But if you make one, now you're going to make another, it's very easy. You can make even with less than 5 minutes. Because you just be answering questions, you know. Like there are some sites, when you click at those sites, I don't know if I can show you here on the screen. Will it be? Can you see? Yeah, let's say we go here on Google here. I don't know if you can see. And I type CV online maker. You see, you type maybe CV online maker or making free. Then they pops out different, I don't know if you can see. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, when you finish typing like that, let me try to put it like this. When you finish to type like that, it pops out for this time. Then you can see online CV builder, free builder number 1 in 15 minutes. Or you can see online resume builder. You can see different, they pops out. Then you click any of these. Maybe let's say we click this add. Then it brings us to here to create a resume. Then click create. Then you choose the templates from here. So maybe let's say you wanna use this PDF or this format because it's very outstanding. You click like that. Then you choose which you wanna link to, if you wanna use Facebook or you wanna use Google, which is your email and other stuff. So link you choose, or you can skip. Then first, so they'll be asking you questions. CV for student and a CV for job. I don't think they're different. They will be just different in case, because as a student you just see I don't think there is a CV for student. This looks CV for job, but if you, because you'll be answering only, you won't put the work experience over here because you're just applying for university. So you just keep your education background, you just fill the part for education background, hobbies, and skills, extra skills which you have, or extracurricular activity. That's all you can do. But I think you don't need to fill here about your work experience because you're not applying for job. So even a student, when you're applying for a student, I think they just, but let's see a student CV, student admission CV, admission CV maker. No, there is no CV for student. So the CV format is just the same. So if you are applying as a student, if you are applying as a student, you want to make a CV just like for student, I'll advise you fill the parts that are related to your studies only. But because when you fill on this CV online builder or maker and other stuffs, you just be answering only question related to your studies, and those questions about the work experience, you leave them blank. They won't show up on the final CV creation. I don't know, did you get me over there? But I think they don't. Wait, for the CV for the Romanian, I think I downloaded, but it is on the phone which I'm using now to vlog. I cannot show you here. Let me try to see a Romanian government scholarship. Let me try to show you from here. Government scholarship. Okay. Yeah, this one here. So you can see, like, from this Romanian government scholarship here. So this one was the CV number 2. So do you see now the CV for a student? Do you see this came from the scholarship for people who need to study in Romania, to be sponsored by the government of Romania? So you can see on the CV they need personal information, and this is the format or the standard CV for European countries. So other countries are just following up, are the one which are using standard and other stuff. Curriculum vitae, you can see personal information replaced with first name and the surname. You can see you need to put for the house number, living place, telephone number, state address. Let me show you. So you see here, you see now, I don't know if you can see well. So you see now they need here to replace with the email address. You put the state your personal website if you have it. Here you can replace with the messaging. Then we need job applied for, position referred, or position preferred, job studies applied for. So on the job or application for, what you need to put, you just put the studies which you are applying for. Do you applying for, like, replace with the preferred job or studies applied for? If you are applying for undergraduate of something, or you are applying for masters, you put masters in other stuff. So it's just like referring, like an email, how we write. You start with the read, then you put the subject of the topic which you are doing. Then when you come down, work experience, you can add a separate line and other stuff. If you have, you need to put, but this for student, you can just skip this one. Then education and training, you need to put here the former school and other stuff, qualifications, because you are applying for. Personal skills, you need to fill the personal skills, mother tongue, mother language. Other language, if you know English, apart from English, if it's not your first language, if you know English, French, Arabic, Romanian, Turkish, Chinese, Portuguese, you feel over here Swahili and other stuffs. Then communication skills, you need to put skills, speaking skills and other stuffs. Then organizational managerial skills, if you have, you need to put over here. Then when you come down, job related skills, but here now will be, but this is not much important because you are just applying for the university. So computer skills is not also important. If you have, you can just put it. Other skills also, you can just put them over here. Hobbies, important, related. Driving license is not important much. Additional information you can put over here, publication or any other thing. So I think from this format is whereby you have understood me. Did I make it clear? Sorry, because it's not easier for you to see from my screen here because I'm recording vice versa. But at least when you go on Google and type Romanian government scholarship, let me send you back where I got it. When you go back, you type Romanian government scholarship, it will pop out like here. When you type just Romanian government scholarship, click any of the link that pops out, and when you scroll down here, you can see the appendix 1, appendix 2, click appendix 2, this one. So it will bring you to the CV appendix 2. So I hope now you can, I hope now you can understand. So on the appendix 2 is where you can see all the requirements. So you can follow up on creating the CV along with this format. So thank you so much for asking your question, because I didn't think one day I'll come to explain such a thing like to people. I have never imagined. I've never. But thank you. You made me realize I had to. Okay, so I think now you have understand. Thank you so much too. I wish you best of luck and everything. I'll try to be live streaming if I get a chance every single day on different scholarship that I'll be talking about. Yeah, so if you are new here, guys, please, I'll try to be doing every day if I get a chance for these. Some days when I won't be having chances, I'll be doing even like weekends or from Friday, Saturday and Sunday, depending when I won't be traveling in different cities to have fun, because when you travel sometimes you need to be out of this camera and other stuff to feel the life, and enjoy. So tomorrow I'll be having a live stream also. I'll be answering some of the questions on Qatari scholarships, but also you can answer. I'll try tomorrow. I want to make a live stream where guests can be joining, talking to me. So I'll try to check it from tomorrow and hope it will work. So tomorrow we can meet from same time. Here I might start at 8, which is almost 9 to other countries, because we find we are differing 1 hour ahead. So almost 9 or 8. From 8 to 9 I'll be starting the live stream every single day. When I won't be available, I'll be doing on Friday, Saturday and Sunday if I have the chance and I have not traveled. So thank you so much, guys. Good night. Tomorrow on a live stream, another one. Bye bye, guys. Igejelel, they say. Guys, I've seen some people have just come now. Do you have any question, or you are just passing by? Or they're just passing by. Anyway. Bye guys. Good night.